What is up, guys? Macabespeed coming at you. Super special episode for you guys today, getting the HATSAN Invader out to 35 yards with slugs. Now, in my backyard range, up until recently, I only had approximately 15 yards to go ahead and do my ammunition accuracy testing for you guys. I've recently upgraded to 25, but I haven't had the opportunity to go back out to the unincorporated lands in Northern California and really stretch it out to that 35 to 100 yard distance you guys really like to see. I don't know that this rifle actually has the sand to be able to get out to 100 yards accurately. We saw the group kind of widen up with the Gamma Whispers at 75 yards. So I feel like dialing it back to somewhere in the 35-40 yard range is very respectable to kind of get an understanding of what the actual capabilities and limitations of this platform might be. Today we'll be testing two different slugs, H&N Rabbit Magnum 2s, as well as the H&N pile drivers that did so well in the backyard range, guys. This is one you're definitely not gonna wanna miss, guys. Make sure you watch all the way to the end. What is up, guys? Macabespeed coming at you. Back out here at the 75 yard range with the HATSAN Invader. We won't be taking it all the way out to 75 yards today. We'll be taking about half that distance. 35 yards where we're gonna be at today, but we're gonna be out there with the pile drivers and the Rabbit Magnums. Now, if you're a fan of the channel and you're subscribed, you would know that we tested these in our backyard and we got great results with the pile drivers. It's not very often that I get to come out here to these unincorporated lands and really stretch it out, so I'm excited to see what we can do at 35 to 40 yards in the HATSAN Invader in 22 caliber, guys. Up first, let's run the pile drivers. We've had success with these in the backyard, so I see no reason why not to run them first. All right. Give my elderly ass some zoom there. And fire. Ooh, did you guys hear that click? That click is the sound of something that's going to potentially cause a failure for you guys if you don't pay attention to it. When this magazine runs out of ammunition, unlike other HATSAN guns, this rifle will still try to fire. That means that the sear has released the trigger and you will not be able to fire the next round if you give it that extra squeeze once the mag goes dry, guys. So if you hear that click and you don't have any ammunition, you'll definitely have to recycle that bolt to get fire out of the first shot on your magazine next time. Let's go ahead and change that target out and then see what we can do with the Rabbit mags. All right, guys, for a shooter just squeezing off rounds on a whim, that's pretty damn good at 35 yards. All right, gentlemen, second half of our test, let's get these Rabbit Magnums online and see if they can match the accuracy that we saw with the pile drivers. Obviously, I'm not a match grade shooter, but for a guy just planking rounds down range, that was pretty good. And fire. Not quite as tight, I see. Hear that click again, boys? That means you gotta recycle that bolt. All right, gentlemen, well, we learned a few things here. A, this isn't really that pellet picky of a gun, but the higher quality ammunition is definitely gonna shine like the pile drivers did today. The second thing we learned today is that this is absolutely a marauder fighter. If you start to stretch out to 35 yards and you still have that fist-sized grouping when you're just flinging lead and semi-automatic, pretty accurate gun. I'm a novice, guys, so if I can do this, anybody can do it. All right, guys, without wasting any more time, let's get right into the next segment. All right, gentlemen, like I said, not quite as tight as the pile drivers, but the Rabbit Magnums still did their job today and got all the rounds on the target. All right, guys, well, I can't say how happy that I am with the performance of the H&N pile drivers out at that 35-yard range. The grouping was good. My form, pretty terrible as far as any accuracy grade shooting, but by the same token, I think that people buy a semi-automatic rifle for the higher rate of fire. When you operate a bolt action or a side lever, it definitely forces you to choose your shots, since the cyclic rate is just not the same as it would be with a semi-automatic platform. With the semi-automatic action you find in the HATSAN Invader Auto, you can just click, click, click. Absolutely great as far as fast follow-up shots, and if you have the right ammunition, accurate ones as well. I think this is a very reasonable power offering at a very reasonable price that's proving itself to be reliable and accurate, guys. What more do you really want? That's been my phrase all weekend with the HATSAN guns. What more do you really want? Alright, guys, I think it's a great place to end the video, but if you like today's video, give it a thumbs up. You want to see more content like this, make sure you subscribe for more with that notifications button so you can stay current on the channel as well as when new videos come out. If you really like this video, make sure you share it so somebody else can see it, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.
Yeah, they've come a long way.
I know, that thing's crazy. Your YouTube channel?
Macabespeed?
It's all air guns?
Pretty much, yeah. Outdoors and air guns.
Okay.
M-A-C-A-B-E, speed. Probably have more videos than anybody on the entire YouTube about that full auto gun.
Alright, I'll have to look you up. Yeah. Can you send that support? I say like and subscribe. Right? I had 3 scuba tanks, but I sold 2 because I just don't shoot it anymore.
Camera's running.
Can I see how quiet that was?